Welcome everyone to Akron, Ohio, and home of the Akron Zips, where the fans have been eagerly anticipating this matchup, one that could call back the glory days once seen in the old Rubber Bowl. Little gets the blood boiling, quite like a rivalry game. Barbs, shots, trash talk, things that go on throughout the week will now all be settled on this field. As we'll see a team fresh and ready to go off a bye week, the Kent State Golden Flashes. Squaring off with another team from the MAC, the Akron Zips. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Zips offense is on the field for the first time today. There are always butterflies to start a game, but when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling, the temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, David, we played in these games before. Everything just seems to be hyped, right? The game seems to be moving faster. The crowd noise feels louder. Your composure will be tested early in a game like this.
The give to the tailback. Tackle is made after the first down.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many jump yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
Fires to the tight end. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. We had a barn burner the last time these two teams played, and no reason to expect anything else between these two bitter rivals.
Attention to detail, and I think the sense of urgency, David, in a game like this just goes way up.
And I think managing the emotions in these type of games, you know last year was a classic. Now you're trying to form this year's identity of this team and go out and get a win in a big-time rivalry game.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Unloads it left. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
Just got to finish the play for the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. It's a bad drop.
The incomplete pass leaves him with second down. From the gun, the running back has it. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball is coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snapped, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating the loss.
Breaks it inside the 10. Touchdown, Zips. Made the snag and strolled his way into the end zone. And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. A game like this, too, you just want to be executing it at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So the Kent State Golden Flashes offense will try to get something going with their first possession. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football game.
Great job of contained by this defense. In order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. They'll try to muscle their way forward on third and short from the 29. They'll stick to the ground looking for the mark. Finally pulled down, but not before moving the chains for a first down. The Golden Flashes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to go up top on first down. Throws to the wideout. And it's incomplete. Good play downfield by the DB. I know you want to prepare for every game the same way, but there's just something different about rivalry games, Jesse.
It's because, Reese, I think players are aware that games like this define your legacy as a player. Your record in rivalry games is something that people are going to talk about for years and years down the road. You have got to show up and play your best football in games like this.
Looking for a man. It's Gulitowski. Oh, he wants it all. Trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. And the golden flashes will try to pin them back with the punt. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play just outside the 20. The Zips take over in Akron, ready to get that offense to work. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out.
He smashes his way through again. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
Well, that's disappointing for the offense because that's a play that you rep all week long in practice. You should be able to hit that one, no problem. And QB receiver couldn't come up with a completion.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down. Boy, guys, they got off to a great start with that big first play on the drive. But now a couple of incompletions leaves him in a hole. Got his man to the left. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. The Zips are moving quickly down the field. Leaves it with the back. Had to work to pick up 3 down to the 33-yard line. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Quarterback on the keeper. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
You know, as a quarterback, when you're doing this zone read play, you got to read that defensive end. If he crashes down hard inside to take the running back away, right away you know now you're keeping the football. Nice job by the quarterback.
They'll try to bully their way for the first. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. He's going to try to punch one through from 45 yards away. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And now the lead is even bigger.
Kent State, 0.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking to throw, it's Gulitowski. Just a short pass to the tight end. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
At the 38.
At the end of the quarter, guys, it's Akron holding the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. They'll go to the ground. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. We saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Good pick up there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
This offense has a lot of different ways they can attack you, and you're going to see the entire playbook at work in this game. Throwing it, running it, and getting guys the ball out on the perimeter. Great job.
Wants to throw on first down. Takes a hit as he fires. What a snag by the defense. Got some room to run. And after making the interception, he takes it inside the 40. Couldn't order better field position for this offense. They'll throw it on first down. Unloads to the wideout. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. After the misfire, it's second down. He's looking to throw. Grabbed behind the line, it's Williams. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Set of downs after that completion. They'll throw it on first down. A shot toward the end zone, and he's got it. Touchdown, Akron. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
This offense is really dangerous because of the weapons they have on the perimeter of the field. And you're seeing they go to these guys early, and they try to give them opportunities in one-on-one situations and vertically down the field. 2 passing touchdowns now early for this offense.
It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and
He's going for a big play downfield. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35.
it's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his run.
Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Man, this quarterback is living dangerously right now. Obviously, he threw a pick on the last drive. He's trying to complete that throw, but the defender gets a hand on it, tips it up in the air. That's oh no.
And the quarterback is toast back at the 35. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone.
A shot toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Golden Flashes.
These guys, they can take the top off of defense. It changes the way they're going to play coverage on you, and he does it right here. Just runs by the DB. He had no chance to try to catch up with him. Makes the big play down the field. And this will change the way you play defense against this guy the rest of the game.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Akron has it back, ready to send that offense back onto the field. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown, everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
He's looking for a man on second down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Holds it in. He'll make a play on third down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. And the Zips come to the line with a new set of downs. Wide receiver shows motion. Leaves it with the running back. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this deep tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last play.
Get it out on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Offense breaks the huddle. It's third down.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
Third and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. And they'll get it down after the return at the 27. for the Kent State offense. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled, you realize what's going on. Now, I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
The offense lining up for a first down play. Give to the back. Maybe pick up a couple. He's down at the 24.
Now, that's what you're trying to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gain to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
After trying the running game on first down, they come to the line on second down. Back to throw, it's Ulatowski. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top, picking up a first down.
And a really good job by the quarterback being very decisive. He saw his matchup, he went for it, he attacked it, got the positive gain. I would say he's going to find that guy a few more times today.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. He's going to pass. Throws to the wideout. Got his man. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
The offense set for a first down play. Looking to move it through the air. He finds his man, and they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
He caught it. He thought he might turn that into a score, but the defense able to wrestle him down short. They'll stop him at the 3. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. He's looking to throw. Feeling some heat. And it's incomplete. He was looking to the end zone and trying to get 6.
And you just got to wonder if the pass rush affected the QB's accuracy on that throw. He had his guy wide open in the end zone, but he had to throw a split second faster than he wanted to, and the ball got away from him.
Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down. And here comes the field goal unit. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you got to stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. He'll bring it out. It's Golden. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Zips take over in Akron, ready to get that offense to work. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. If they have any intention of getting this drive going, they better come up with something on 2nd and long from the 10. The lone back's got it. They needed that extra space as he bangs his way to the 14. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Zips will kick it off to start the second half. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. They start this third quarter, one-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going. He's taking the shot. Makes the catch on the left. Oh, look out, there he goes. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, Kent State.
Number 25.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Akron has it back, ready to send that offense back onto the field. Looking for productive play on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you can tell they put the hit on him. And that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Got it set up on the outside. Shakes off the tackler. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short game there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's third and short. They're trying to get to it. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
This quarterback has to know he's got to get rid of the football quickly. This defense has already shown on film that they'll rush this outside linebacker off the edge and make the count 5 on their pass rush, but with his speed and his flexibility, he's too much for a lot of these offensive linemen to handle.
That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. On the run, it's Douglas.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it.
And he intercepts it. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already gotten the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46. The Zips take over in Akron, ready to get that offense to work. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field.
Hold it. Offense.
So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Didn't have anything working and just had to throw it away on 3rd down. And the Zips will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Here's the return. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. On 1st down, here comes this offense. They go to the ground. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Offense trying to keep them off balance on 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on 2nd down. 2nd and 10, really hard. 3rd and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole playbook.
What a nifty run there to pick up the 1st down.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Fast motion from the offense. The give to the back. On the move at the 30. Gets him down at the 26. Big play there. Give him 15 yards on the gain, and they move the sticks. The golden flashes will snap it on 1st and 10. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
On the move. Not a lot of room down here. He's able to pick up 2. It's down at the 12. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. Touchdown, golden flashes. And with that one, they jump on top here in the 2nd half. That's his 3rd touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money. He's been on fire, making the right decisions and just carving this defense up.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Akron has it back, ready to send that offense back onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
He just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Able to pick up a couple on first down, 2nd and 8 from their own 27. The play action fake. He hurls one deep down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Campbell. Still running at the 40. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Guys, that'll do it for the quarter, and it's Kent State on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. First down to start the drive after the break. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking to the big tight end. And he got a hand in there, knocked it away incomplete.
I know that one fell incomplete, but what a day this guy's had throwing the football. Multiple touchdowns, and he's done a really nice job with his decision-making. Hasn't thrown any picks, which has really helped keep this offense on schedule.
And they pick up just 1. It'll be 3rd and 9. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? The Zips will line up to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. First down for this offense. Now they'll run it to the right here. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Here comes the offense on second down. Looking to throw, it's Ulatowski. Going over the top. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Makes the catch down the right side. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
They had this offense backed up. Now they have to be staggering. Can they deliver another punch on 1st and 10 from inside the 40? He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold, offense.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Line gets set, first down. Out of the gun, inside give. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Makes the grab. Strong, firm tackle.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Third and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. They have the lead in a one-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on 4th down. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on down. Here comes the offense on 1st down. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. The quarterback and receiver failed to hook up. They'll try it again on 2nd down. Give to the running back. Just a 1-yard gain leaves him with 3rd and 9.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Zips send out the punt unit. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Was looking for more running room but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Maybe open up for passing.
Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend.
And the running back there did everything that he's coached to do, right? They've got the lead late in this game. You've got to stay in bounds. You're finding yards. It's a positive run, but you're not going out of bounds. Really well done.
Gonna run it. It's Douglas. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
When the offense can run the football and you can feature a guy like this that will get more yards than his block, that you can really depend on, hangs on to the football, like, it makes offense super easy, especially down the stretch when you want to eat that clock and you want to possess the football. Just nice to have that kind of guy.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Hold it. Offense.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Looking for a productive play on first down. Running back searching for a hole. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. As they come to the line on second down, ordinarily you might go up top, but they need to keep this one on the ground, keep that clock winding. Going for the big play. Makes the grab. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. Just a crushing mistake on the penalty wipes out the touchdown, and now they'll have to try to get it together and score again. Line getting set on second down. They'll try the run. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. He's going to let it go. And he's got it at the 20. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17.
I love when you back the defense off of you. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
And the golden flash. Let's have it with a 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Perry.
It's really important at this point in the game late. They at least get a field goal here to make this a two-possession game. So they're staying conservative. They're running the football, keeping it on the ground to execute that idea.
How about this methodical, soul-crushing drive? They've already drained more than 3 minutes off the clock as they snap it on second down. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. So after stumbling around a bit earlier this season, they've put together 3 consecutive wins and seem to have righted the ship.
Dang right. How do you handle adversity? Every coach talks about that. They've dealt with it now. They got the loss. They had a little bit of struggle early in the season. What do? You respond by putting a winning streak together, gaining some momentum as the season closes.
And sometimes the good thing about losing games early is that you know you're not perfect. You have to come out. You've got to bring your A game to the part each and every week, and that's what we've seen from this team now recently. They've got tremendous players, they've got an outstanding coaching staff. When they put it all together and they play with great effort, this team's tough to beat.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.